Thank you for joining us for the press conference following the EU-China leaders meeting. We are joined remotely by the Chancellor of Germany in Berlin. Willkommen, Frau Bundeskanzlerin. Let me first state that we provide translation in French, English, Chinese, and German. And we'll take some questions, of course, from Berlin and here in Brussels. But first, I give the floor to the Council President.
Good afternoon, Angela, and good afternoon, everyone. I am pleased that we could speak by video conference with President Xi, together with Ursula and Angela. Unfortunately, our physical meeting in Leipzig wasn't possible. Europe needs to be a player, not a playing field. Today's meeting represents another step forward in forging a more balanced relationship with China. We strive for a relationship that delivers on our mutual commitments, that generates concrete results for both sides, results that are also good for the world. In some areas, we are on the right track, and in others, more work needs to be done. We made it clear where we stand, where we agree, and where we disagree. Real differences exist, and we won't paper over them. But we are ready to engage, ready to cooperate where we can, and ready to roll up our sleeves to find concrete solutions. And on those difficult issues, we conveyed a clear and united European message. We want a relationship with China that's based on reciprocity, responsibility, and basic fairness. Today we addressed 4 key topics: climate change, economic and trade issues, international affairs and human rights, COVID-19, and economic recovery. China is a key global partner in reducing global greenhouse gas and tackling climate change. And we encourage China to be even more ambitious. The EU is setting the bar high, carbon neutrality by 2050, and we count on China to show similar leadership by implementing the Paris Agreement. Angela will say more about this. We have a robust trading relationship with China. The EU is China's first trading partner. On average, we trade over 1 billion euros a day, and trade can energize our economic recovery. But we want more fairness. We want a more balanced relationship that also means reciprocity and a level playing field. That's why we welcome today's signature of the agreement on geographical indications. It's a big step in the right direction. We are working on a comprehensive investment agreement and concrete results in other important areas. Ursula will say more about that. And in the digital domain, we defend our vision of a free, open, and secure cyberspace for the good of our people and of our societies. As global players, the EU and China have global responsibilities. This means upholding the rules-based international order. The national security law for Hong Kong continues to raise grave concerns. The EU and our member states have responded with one clear voice. Democratic voices in Hong Kong should be heard, rights protected, and autonomy preserved. We called on China to keep their promises to the people of Hong Kong and the international community. We reiterated our concerns over China's treatment of minorities in Xinjiang and Tibet, and the treatment of human rights defenders and journalists. We asked for access for independent observers to Xinjiang, and we called for the release of the arbitrarily detained Swedish citizen Min Hai and 2 Canadian citizens. We agreed to discuss these issues in details at the Human Rights Dialogue in Beijing later this year, which will also include, we hope, a field visit to Tibet. We called on China to refrain from unilateral actions in the South China Sea to respect international law and avoid escalations. COVID-19 remains a deep and urgent threat. Only collective and transparent action will send this virus to the history books. There is only one way to find a vaccine and deploy it in all countries, and that's global cooperation. We expect all countries to cooperate with the impartial, independent, and comprehensive evaluation of the international health response to COVID-19 and support the WHO to identify the source of the virus. We encourage China to pursue an economic recovery that leads to structural reforms and that shapes a greener, more sustainable economy. And this includes implementing the G20 action plan to drive sustainable global growth and reduce global tensions. And in Africa, China should be engaged in multilateral efforts on debt relief that will spur economic recovery. En conclusion, nos discussions aujourd'hui ont été extrêmement importantes. Mais nous mesurons bien que parler, dialoguer est important, mais ne suffit pas. Il s'agit de transformer nos messages en actes. Nous sommes déterminés à continuer à être engagés avec la Chine pour promouvoir nos valeurs, pour défendre nos intérêts. Nous voulons une relation équilibrée, fondée sur le respect pour les intérêts mutuels. Nous considérons que la réciprocité, la transparence doivent être au cœur de l'engagement porté par l'Union européenne. Je vous remercie.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.